Mm. Good morning, everybody. This is Shots of Info, morning edition once again, episode 38. Like I said, it was 37 yesterday, but I don't want to hold you on to that. just
No, you got it. You got it.
yeah, I just had to decide that. Um, just a quick disclaimer: this is only for entertainment purposes only. See, I added twice only, so you know. By the way, yeah, so don't take everything said here too hard. It's we're not experts on the financial aspect, especially. Um, but yeah, enjoy.
All right. So let's jump into the topics that we have for the day. So
Mm-hmm.
on the self-development, we have wardrobe, what you should have in your wardrobe. And obviously this is more tailored towards guys, but women can take some advice as well from here if
Mm-hmm.
the style appeals to you.
Right.
Um, on the on the fitness, we have different aspects of
Mm-hmm.
strengths. We'll get a little bit more into detail about that as we get to it. Um, and on the finance, we have Tesla's inclusion into the S&P 500 and why that's significant, and news updates at the end as well. And that's it.
Okay. Awesome. Okay, so let's get it started. Let's see. As I think it was last week where we talked about how not to go broke, but still look fashionable. We
Mm-hmm.
brief we briefly touched into like what we have in our wardrobes or what is something that we use frequently, and how we combine them. So then we're gonna dive into it like a little bit deeper.
Mm-hmm.
Um, that's what she said.
So let's start from bottom to top in terms of shoes
All
and
right, cool.
things like that. So what do you got?
Shoes. So as I explained last week, I own three different type of shoes. One's going to be like very casual. The other one is like kind of semi-casual, like my to go, and then the other one is going to be like actual casual, like formal. I mean, but
Okay.
yeah. All right. So let me start from like the casual ones, something that I use, like daily. Usually as like a sport. I have a what's it called? Skechers sneakers. That's like my to go, like a sport. Usually I use them to to go to the gym or to walk, and those are my to go. Like they're laceless, so it's very like so fast to do. Like like you just put it
Just
on
put it on.
and you're out. So I like those type of shoes. I used to have a Nike runners, oh no, Nike commuters before, but then they wore out. Those were my favorite shoes. Like literally, I tried to buy them and they like selling it for like $200. I'm like, I'm not spending that much money. Right. So I got these ones, which are really decent. They're pretty comfortable, so I like them.
Mm-hmm.
My to go, like semi-casual, like something that goes with everything, are my white shirts, like my white shoes, leather white shoes. They're really good. They're very comfortable, and they match with everything, literally everything. So I like them.
Mm-hmm.
And then I do own another semi-casual. It's it's more like it's more like lean for khakis though. So it's
Mm-hmm.
like it's really nice. It's really comfortable.
You talk about
Uh
like the fisherman shoes or those
yeah.
boat shoes.
I think they're called fisherman shoes. Like the brown ones they have. They
Yeah.
have like a little things. Cool. Then I own one Chelsea boots. Um and then I do own two formal shoes, which are more in my formal uh
Right.
category. So one brown and one black. Because
Mm.
the suits have to match. That's pretty much in my shoes. I don't have much.
Cool.
And then
Um,
and then I own chanclas because they're comfortable and
yeah,
they
but
are.
I wouldn't even put that in the wardrobe. All right. So for me, it's a similar approach. So, like you said, you have those three categories, right?
Mm-hmm.
So with the really casual stuff, I usually have just regular working out gym shoes, usually Nike. Um, then when we go a little bit more higher level, semi-casual, we have the white sneakers. But I believe you have the leather ones, right? You have leather white sneakers.
Yes, I have the leather white sneakers.
Yeah, so I have the canvas ones. Those they come out to be a little bit cheaper, and they have laces, but like it's already built in. So like all you have to do is like stretch it out, put it
Mm-hmm.
on. It's really convenient. You don't really have to tie your shoes, but they do have a tendency of getting dirty pretty quickly. So that's one of the issues with it. You're gonna constantly have to be cleaning them and making sure that they don't get dirty.
Mm-hmm.
But they match with everything, so they're really good utility for just matching with everything.
Right.
And also with that, I have some boots. So I have just like, what are those called? Like biker boots, I guess. That would be the best approach to them. And Chelsea boots as well. One pair of Chelsea boots. It's like a dark brown, really good, matches with a lot of stuff. And those professional shoes as well. So leather professional. That's
Yeah,
it.
I forgot to mention I do own a pair of boots,
Mhm.
but usually those are for the snow or
Oh
you
yeah,
know.
those two snow boots as well. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
I forget about those. And yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Let's go into pants. What do we
Mm-hmm.
have? I own half sweatpants and half like dress pants. Not dress
Mm-hmm.
pants, but like pants. I like very comfortable clothing. Like if I'm not gonna wear it if I don't feel comfortable on them. So jeans something can get uncomfortable for me. Like I don't really like them wearing
Yeah.
too often or for too long. So I do own only one pair of jeans, which is a black pair of jeans.
Mm-hmm.
I used to have another one, which was like a blue one, but then it just wore out. But yeah, so one jean. I have three khakis. Actually, no, I have four khakis. Yeah, I have two light colors and two dark colors or gray colors, gray and
Mm-hmm.
black. So four of them. Um, so that would be five in total. Then I own sweatpants. I own two Adidas sweatpants and two American Eagle ones that are like more kind of like comfy, more warm.
Mm-hmm.
So that would be nice. That's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
and
also
then
shorts, right?
oh yeah, and shorts. Yeah, I have two pair of shorts that are comfortable, like for the gym and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anything else? That's it. All right. So for me, I have again same thing with the jeans. If you can find like stretchy jeans, I used to have them with my blue jeans, but now they've ended up ripping, so I don't have blue jeans
Mm-hmm.
anymore. So now I only have black jeans, but they have a little bit of a stretch factor to them.
Mm-hmm.
I find that makes it a lot more comfortable, simply
Right.
because I do like for my size. I have big legs. That's not proportional to my waist, so that's a little bit of a problem because like sometimes the pants don't fit through the legs,
Mm-hmm.
even though on the waist it's fine. But it's just is what it is, man. That's one of the perks of working out a lot. Um, so yeah, you can find stretchy jeans. That's an option. Along with that, I have some chinos that also are of a stretchy fabric. So same thing. They're easily able to fit over everything just simply
Mm-hmm.
because they stretch.
Right.
Um, and the fit is usually a slim fit, so they have a tendency of being tapered, and they look aesthetically pleasing simply because it's a slim fit. Let's see what else. Dress pants. Obviously, we have a black and brown. Um,
I forgot about
which
those. I do
yeah.
own dress pants. One black, one navy. Yeah, that's it.
Mhm. Um, Shorts,
Oh,
some regular
sorry.
shorts, and working out shorts, and some khaki shorts as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that is all. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's everything.
I forgot to mention I do own other clothing such as like what's it called? Like the PGs, like to sleep.
Yeah, but
I have like three of those, three
I
or
wouldn't
four of
really
those.
call that
Yeah, I don't know how
wardrobe
they
just
call
going
it.
to sleep.
Like, they come like these colorful ones. They're sweat. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I do have those. They are considered pants as well because I've been
Yeah,
going out like this. On the lie. Uh, but oh, I forgot
the
to
body.
mention also. Like I have extra shirts. I just remember I do have other shirts. They're mainly like to like you mentioned to work out and And yeah,
Okay, cool. So let's jump to upper body here. So we can do shirts and jackets.
no, we can go with jackets first because they're a little bit more specific.
Okay, sweet. So with the jackets, I have three different types. So I have
Mm-hmm.
a puffer jacket, a leather jacket, and I always forget the name of this last one.
Yeah.
Pico, a Pico. Um, so that provides enough utility and versatility with all those jackets that I have something
Mm-hmm.
to dress up and down with. So I really like that. Um, they're all of a dark color variation. The leather jacket is black, the pea coat is a dark gray, and the puffer jacket is black. Um, I would prefer to have one in navy blue, but it is what it is. But yeah, that's what I got for jackets.
Okay. When it comes to jackets, I do have well, upper body itself, I do have more select, like a bigger catalog. When it comes to my wardrobe, for jackets, I do have three leather jackets, two black and one brown. I have two coats, like the long ones, those long ones, one
Mm-hmm.
black and one brown as well.
That's the peacoat.
Oh, there's a peacock. Okay, yeah, like that's so very. I literally I love the winter because
Super
I love
stylish,
wearing
very
those.
stylish.
Very stylish. Yeah, I love those. Um, I do have like extra like, let's see, jacket. I have another one like more lighter jacket. Usually is my rain jacket. Um, like my actually I have two of them. One very big and another one like heavy duty, like for the cold, and then and like a tiny one just for like
Mm-hmm.
rain. I do have my senior class like from high school jacket. It's also considered a jacket. I don't wear it, but it's there.
Mm-hmm.
Um, what else? I think that's pretty much it for jackets. Then we can go into hoodies. Hoodies, I love hoodies. They're so comfortable. They're so warm. But I usually own hoodies. Usually that were gifts or something like
Mm-hmm.
I wear from like the school. For example, I have two Buffalo ones. Um, then I also have like one Adidas that was a gift, and I think I own another one too. And I recently got this other hoodie because it was to support like this organization,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just waiting on it. I'm pretty anxious to see how it comes out because it's my first time buying a color pink.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
I want to see how it looks on me, and if it doesn't fit me, it doesn't look good. I'm just gonna save it there because bro, this is too.
Just give it to somebody else.
I used to have it. I used to have more.
Mm.
So with the pass of the day, with the years, as I've been dating, years has taken my fucking goodies. I lost two of my favorite ones. I used to have
Yeah.
this Donny Park, the water
Mm-hmm.
park. I got one that says lifestyle. Bro, that was
Mm-hmm.
one of my favorites because it was a navy one. It was so nice. I lost that.
And this is too good.
It's history. I wish I can get it back. And then the other one, it was from my high school. It was the baseball team, and I got that. It was nice, bro. Like it was burgundy. Oof. That used to be my two goal. Then it disappeared, bro.
And now it's gone again. Damn.
Yeah, I lost two of my favorite jackets, and then I did lost another one, which is I think it was a white one, but that wasn't really my favorite. I'm
Mm.
always gonna remember this too because, but yeah.
All right, let me jump into the sweaters and we can get into the shirts and maybe we can do accessories as well.
Wait, you don't got any hoodies?
Yeah, so let me do the hoodies real quick. So with the hoodies, I'm not really too much of a thing with hoodies. I usually
Mm-hmm.
just have versatile ones. So I have sports hoodies, so they're like kind of a slim fit tech wear
Mm-hmm.
where they're like really tight to the body, and the whole point is for training and exercising. Then I have a more casual one that's all black. Super simple, really easy to style and match with clothing. You can either dress it up or down.
Mm-hmm.
I like wearing the black hoodie with with the leather jacket. That usually it's a really nice combo.
Right.
Um, Also, that what you're wearing right now, what would you consider that to be?
These are like the turtlenecks.
Yeah, turtlenecks. So I have a lot of those turtlenecks as well. I have like
Mm-hmm.
three of them. So one is like it's a turtleneck where like the collar is popped up. So like it has like a big collar. It's a knitted sweater,
Mm-hmm.
and it has buttons down here. It's really cool. I have
Oh, I
another
like that.
one.
That
Yeah,
sounds nice.
I have another one that's in. It's a white variation. It's a little slimmer. So that
Mm-hmm.
brown one's is thicker and it's for colder weather. Um, I also have a really slim sweater that's all white. That's that has a zipper. Really cool to dress up and down it in. And yeah, I think that's it.
Right. Yeah, I also do own three turtlenecks.
Yep.
This one is a sporty one. I do have another two, like very formal ones. Usually, I love actually those. I do want to buy more of them because they go with everything, and they're very like professional as well, semi-casual. So you can do both.
Mm-hmm.
Jumping into like more, those hoodies. I forgot how they call like sweatshirts.
Mm-hmm.
Those there, I wear a lot,
Yep.
like from the colleges. I
Yeah,
like
long
those.
sleeves.
What is it?
The long sleeves.
Yeah, the long sleeves, the long sleeves. There you go. So they're really comfortable. They're really useful. I
Mm-hmm.
feel like those with hoodies, like if you don't like hoodies, those that are really comfortable, in my opinion. I do
Mm-hmm.
have those. I have two. Wait, I have four of them because I really like them. But then some of them I use them to sleep because they're so
Mm.
comfortable. But
Yeah.
yeah, and then jumping into like more, let's like speed up a little bit because this is
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
long.
Yeah.
Shirts. I mentioned shirts and earlier podcast. I usually go with plain shirts, like
Mm-hmm.
no drawings, no nothing. Wait, this one had a drawing. Fuck. That was my campaign, but yeah. I usually don't like anything on it. So if any sure
Yeah.
you want to buy me clothes, you're thinking of shirts, plain shirts.
Got a
I
wish
might
list.
take it. Yeah, what usually white shirts, black shirts, colorful ones. Like I mentioned before, yeah, so I got a variation of like five white shirts, four blacks, and then like five different colored ones.
Mm-hmm.
Usually those are my favorite rotations that I can do with anything. I go with anything to be honest.
Sweet. So with me, I have the sweatshirts as well. I have like five different pairs and like five different colors. Really good, really versatile, and really stylish. Same thing,
Mhm.
you can dress it up or down.
Right.
Um, with your shirts, I have the plain shirts as well, tailored. Well, not tailored, but they have a slim fit, so they obviously look good.
Mm-hmm.
It's all plain. You're usually going to find me black, navy blue, and white. It's usually the only colors that I like to wear. And real quick with the accessories, let's just do the watches, and we don't have to do anything else. Well, I mean, we can do necklaces as well, but I mean that's really
Yeah.
dependent on the person.
Cool. Cool. Cool.
And bracelets. So with the watches, so I own, I believe, like four different pairs. One's a sporty one, one's a dress up one that's all black, metal link, all black. One's a leather one, has a leather wristband, with the white face, which is really cool. And let's see the one. I think the other one's another sporty one, all black. The first one was like bluish, and that's it.
Right. Yeah. For me, I actually own eight of them.
Damn.
As you can see, I do like watches. So most of them are formal ones. So I have dark colors, different variations. Two sport ones, which are really nice for like big watches. And there time to time, I use my dad's watch as well because he has a really nice one that I like to use.
Should
Necklace,
buy it, bro.
I have one, and this one is like one of my favorite ones. Is this gold change that I bought in Ecuador? It's like, well, that was that first purchase. Like I felt like
Mm,
accomplished because it was like almost like 1500 because it's 18 kilowatt, whatever you call that. So it's like a lot, but I bought it and I was like, oh, and I don't like to show off though. I usually put it like inside because I just
mm,
feel like.
yeah.
Anyways, that's the only necklaces I use actually that you wear.
Mm.
Other than that, I forgot to mention polos.
Oh
I
yeah,
own two
polos.
pairs, and then dress shirts as well. I do have a variation of them, but when it comes to that, I feel like you have to find which fits best. For example, I'm not the shirt type of guy. Like usually shirts, they get a little bit uncomfortable after a while for me. If I want to look professional, look more look cool, I usually go with polos or like I said, plain shirts. Usually they can look formal as well, in my opinion. But
Mm-hmm.
it's whatever it makes you look good, and also for your body type as well. So you
Yep.
should definitely like that. And now, if you have a girl or if you have sisters, you can ask them for opinion. That helped me a lot, like in my dressing style, because they always be there to criticize.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
There's one other thing with the accessories. We wear glasses, right? But there are ways to be a little bit more stylish with glasses.
Hmm.
So you can look into that. Different frames, different styles. Obviously, you have shades as well, sunglasses. That
Right.
always helps, especially when the sun is out. Um, and earrings, but neither of us wear earrings here.
Yeah. No.
But usually, I would probably say something small. Doesn't you don't want hoop earrings unless you like hoop earrings.
Yo, we can talk
To each
about
their
that,
own.
like tattoos versus earrings, but
Oh,
that can
okay.
be very interesting.
Yeah.
Cool. All right, let's jump into our next topic because that got a little bit lengthy. We realize we have a lot of clothes, and like I mentioned, like you probably do as well. Like whoever is listening just to this, you probably have to. You just know about it. Just be conscious of what you have. So next time
Mm-hmm.
that you're in the mall and you want to buy something, think about that first. Like, what do you have and what you don't? Cool. Next topic is different aspects of strength. So power, strength, hypertrophy,
Hypertrophy. Yeah, you got it.
hypertrophy.
Yep. So this one's pretty simple and straightforward. So when it comes to training, exercising for strength, there's different modalities. So like you mentioned there, we have power, we have strength, and we have hypertrophy. So when it comes to power, this is just like straight output of speed and strength. How much speed and strength can you simultaneously put out to lift a heavy object?
Mhm.
You usually find this a lot with, again, people that are professional power lifters. Um, they're really big people. They lift a shit ton of weight, and they're not usually like the most athletic looking type of people, but they have so much power and strength that they're lifting anywhere from 600 to 1,000 pounds in those competitions that they do, or they're the type of people that can do strongman competitions. They're more based out of strength, but they do have a lot of power movements. But
Mhm.
these are the type of people that are moving buses, or they're lifting stones, or they're doing really heavy farmer carries. So they're carrying objects like grocery bags and they're walking down the street or something.
Mhm.
Um, so that's more on the power strength, on the power aspect. On the strength side, these are usually the people that you see heavy weight, but they're usually more organized with the way they're doing it. So you're usually going to find these people doing variations of like a 5x5 complex. So 5x5 is 5 sets, 5 reps,
Mhm.
and the whole point is to obviously just get stronger over time on all their lifts. They usually are pretty critical with their lifting. They're always looking at form. They're really technical. Um, Again, the whole aspect is just to get stronger. These guys don't really look for being really big. They don't have to be really big because a lot of what strength training is really technical. There's a
Mhm.
lot of guys out here that can bench 315 and they're not necessarily the biggest guys in the gym because,
Exactly.
well, one, they really only do that exercise, and two, they're really technical, so they know all the techniques in order to lift that weight within the right angle, with the correct movements, with the right amount of pressure and power output throughout the entire body. So that's where the strength shines.
Right,
Um,
and I feel like that's most of those people that you just mentioned right now. They have more lean muscle, you
yeah,
know.
yeah,
But
yeah, yeah. And then the last one is hypertrophy. So this one is the one where we get into like bodybuilder territory.
Mhm.
So these people are just cranking out a load of repetitions, a lot of volume. They don't even have to be doing heavy weight. Sometimes they do, but usually it's lighter weight and a lot of volume, like 15, anywhere from 15, 20, 30, 50 reps in exercises like your arms. Uh, they usually do stuff for, I mean, they do stuff for every part of the body, but you usually find them doing the machines more often than not, and
Right.
they're just loading up. They're doing a lot of drop sets. They're just, again, a lot of volume, getting a lot of blood pumping into the muscle just to get really, really big.
Exactly. And
Yeah,
usually they go to asteroids.
and they usually do steroids because if you're going to be a bodybuilder, you want your body to be as aesthetically pleasing as possible. one of the ways to do that is to do steroids.
Right. So they're those people that they cannot lift the heaviest, but they look the biggest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, definitely there's some variations, and depending on like what you're aiming for, like Randy mentioned, there's different like set of workouts and different routines that you can follow. I think you cover all that in that aspect.
Yeah. Also, there's one thing I forgot to mention with power. It's not necessarily just like really, really big people.
Right.
Athletes also always display a lot of power, and most people know athletes aren't necessarily the biggest people. They usually have to be really lean but really strong. So I guess like the most ideal aspect would be like a football player. So look at a really big, strong football player that's really athletic and has a lot of agility. That's an athlete that combines power and strength and speed.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And the one thing that I found really interesting about football, because I've been watching it recently, is that two type of people play on the same game. Whereas if you look into any other different sports, like most of the athletes, they look relatively the same. Like on basketball, tall people, usually slim. On baseball, same thing, slim people, like fast, like people who are really fast. Now, when it comes to football, it's interesting because like you need the fast and the strength, but sometimes you cannot have them both. So you have two set of people doing something different. So the defense usually are the big people, like the stronger ones, and the runners. I don't know, like the quarterbacks. I don't know how like
Yeah, they
specifically
got it.
them. They are slim, they're tiny, but they're fast. So it's interesting to see that about the sports. For example, even soccer usually have relative the same type of people, like slim people, people who can be fast and skillful. But yeah, cool. And now let's jump right into the next topic, which is finance. Due to Tesla's inclusion into the SP 500 soon, which is on December 21st, why is that significant? So why should we be in the lookout for this?
Right. So, do you remember the criteria for being included in the S&P 500?
Yeah. So there are actually three that I remember. So you had to have revenue or profit in the past 4 quarters.
Market cap. How much is supposed to be the market cap?
Oh yeah, the market cap. Let me just look it up really quick. But can you explain in the meantime?
Well, in any case, while Michael's looking for that criteria, so essentially, the really interesting thing about Tesla being included into the S&P 500 is that one, that means one of the other companies in the S&P 500 has to be delisted from it. So you can look out for that. But secondly, there are a lot of indexes and funds that are associated with the S&P 500. I believe there's trillions of dollars worth of money that kind of just indirectly buys the S&P 500. So as we mentioned before with index ETFs, right? So these are stocks and corporations that are investing in a variety of different sectors and companies. So if Tesla's to be included into the S&P 500, and there's a couple trillions of dollars that get invested into the S&P 500 passively, then Tesla will indirectly be gaining a lot of money from that. So as we get closer and closer to that inclusion, obviously the price is running up pretty high. Right now it's sitting at like 650. With like last week it was sitting in the mid 500s. Before that, the week before, we were sitting at high 400s. So as you can see, the price is just running up really fast. But once it gets into the S&P 500, there's going to be a lot more buying pressure because again, those index and those funds are going to just buy it passively. So that price is just it'll probably keep continuing to climb into the inclusion of the S&P 500, probably take a dip, and that's when you're really going to start seeing this thing shine. Similar as you would see like an Apple. Apple has not dropped in any significant way in ever, really. I mean, besides obviously the pandemic crash, but that was everything. So that's something that you would, that's something that you can look forward to moving onwards.
Absolutely. So I have that requirement. So the company should be from the US. its market cap must be at least $8.2 billion. Its share must be highly liquid. At least 50% of its outstanding shares must be available for the public trading. It must report positive earnings in the most recent quarter. The sum of earnings in the previous 4 quarters must be positive as well. Now, yeah, let's piggyback from the market cap. So right now, so yesterday actually, Tesla reached its no, it's five. Wait. It's 600 billion.
Mhm.
600 billion market cap. It's definitely aiming for the what's it called?
Trillion.
For the trillion, yes. And we're probably gonna see this soon. And in another news as well, it says that Tesla announced in its SEC filing that it's looking to raise 5 billion in a stock offering just one day after its market cap hit $600 billion. So it's trying to raise money to have to ease future debt pressure for the company. So Elon is definitely taking some, some precautions. Now, one interesting thing is like $5 billion, bro. He gained like $10 billion like from this past week only. Why he didn't open his wallet, but that's another story for another day. But yeah, no, it's definitely interesting that we saw it coming ever since like September, and there was a hype about it being added back. I think it was September, right?
Yeah.
It was back in September, and it didn't. Another companies got included, and like Randy mentioned, once one company is added to the SP 500, there's gonna be one that's gonna be dropped. So I'm curious to see which company will be. But yeah, anything else?
No, that's pretty much it. So be on the lookout because there's going to be a lot more buying pressure coming up.
Oh yeah,
There's a projection of 780. That's the price target. But at the rate this thing is going, I don't even know. It might just fly past that as well. We'll see. Again, it looks like it's aiming for $1 trillion now. Tesla kind of like it just sets these random marks and it just kind of blows right past them. So I mean, that's cool. Can't complain.
It's interesting to see how far it had got. Right now, it's sitting on $648. Unfortunately, I didn't increase my position. I'm sitting there with 2 shares, but I made too good profit on those 2 shares, those 2 investments. Another thing, we can jump into the new news updates from now.
Mm-hmm.
Do you see the Apple headset?
No, what's that?
So they're coming up with their own version of like a big kind of like Beats. It's like I'm reading right now like the criticism. It says that Apple revealed its new AirPods Max headphones this morning. Yesterday. That beautifully modified Beats would cost 550. Classic Apple.
Of course.
Bro, it's literally that. It literally looks the Beats, how the Beats look. It's just white though. That's the only difference. So these headphones will feature high quality video, adaptive EQ, active noise cancellations, and spatial audio, not to mention the whole estate of AirPods and AirPods Pro features. So we have those features as well. Only Apple could sell headphones for the same price as a PS5.
Mm-hmm.
People are gonna be buying it. I can tell.
Of course.
It's just amazing. But yeah, in other interesting facts, the Mount Everest in China, well, like that area, they're in Southeast Asia, it just got bigger, got a little bit taller. It's growing.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so it says on Tuesday, China and Nepal agreed on a new measurement for the legendary mountain to 29,031.7 feet. The Everest height has been debated for years. China's last measurement was 15 feet off, and Nepal's was 2.8 feet too short. That's
Well,
interesting.
that's cool.
Mm-hmm. And then we are having earnings reports for Q3 for some companies. MongoDB, reported really strong numbers, but it went down 2% after market. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Oh, energy was the strongest sector yesterday. Real estate was the weakest. And
Yeah.
big cap tech has been big. Nasdaq 100 ETF closed positive for the 11th straight day. So definitely today is going to be the 12th because I don't see any bad news regarding tech on that sector as well. But yeah,
Well, we gotta wait
that's
and
all I
see.
have.
You never know. So yeah, on my side, nothing's really changed. Still trading the same thing. Again, with my Tesla position, that's going really nicely, so that's cool. Neo still bouncing back and recovering. That's also good. Is there anything else? No, that's about it. There's not really much else going on right now. We're kind of in the midst of the transition in the presidency and the vaccine news with the whole pandemic situation. So at this point, we're just waiting to see how that all pans out.
Right, absolutely. Well, that would be it, guys. We'll be back tomorrow with more interesting topics as well as news updates, and
Mm-hmm.
trades, of course. So, peace.
Deuces.